Here we're going to look at topic 27, example 4. Use the power of a product property to solve equations with rational exponents. The question is, what is the solution of 12 equals 8 to the 1/2 power times x to the 1/2 power? So this problem's a little bit different than what we were doing in the previous couple examples. This time the variable is one of the bases rather than being in the exponent. So we're still going to use properties of exponents, but instead of, again, the variable being in the exponent, it will be in the base. My first step is going to be to multiply the bases, so 8 times x, and then those two will be raised to the 1/2 power. Now I can do this because my powers are the same. I'm able to do that. Okay, multiplying bases, keeping that power. Now, once I'm here, I don't really want to deal with a 1/2 as a power, so I want to try to find a way to get rid of that. And what you can do is you can take your equation and you can raise that to the reciprocal power. So if you have a fractional power, let's say 1/2, let's keep the problem on screen. If you have 1/2, you can raise that to the 2/1 power, and then 1/2 times 2/1 is just equal to 1. So that kind of not necessarily eliminates your exponents, but changes the value of the number. Okay, but when we do something like this, you need to keep the equation balanced. So if we're raising the right side to the second power, or squaring it, we also need to raise the left side to that same power. All right, now I'm going to erase this over 1 because we can just raise it to the second power. But the idea here is that if we square one side, we must square the other. And the reason we're using a 2 is because we had 1/2 power. Let's say you had 3x to the 2/5 power. You would then raise that to the 5/2 power if you were trying to kind of clear out that exponent. The point is we're allowed to do this, so we're going to. The left side would be 12 squared, which we know is 144. The right side, 8x to the 1/2 power raised to the second power, those 1/2 and 2 get multiplied, so it becomes 8x to the first power, which is just 8x. And then this becomes a really simple step where we divide both sides by 8, and then x would be equal to 18, and we have our solution. So what you're allowed to do here again is when you're multiplying the bases, that 8 times x, we kind of bring that 1/2 with both of them since it's the same, and then you would raise a power to a power to reduce it to 1. But whatever you do, remember, whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other side of the equation. You can't just square one side and not the other, because then it's no longer an equivalent expression or an equivalent equation. All right. But we have an answer of 18. Shouldn't have too much trouble with these. Try it number 4 a go and see if this makes sense to you.